Hey, what's up everybody, this is Kyle Record and I'm coming to you with another video review. And today I'll be reviewing the WWE Elite Series 66 Harper figure. Found this earlier this week at Target and I am so excited to finally have this figure. This figure looks fantastic. At least as far as I can see in the package, because I haven't opened it yet, obviously. Anyways, I have to say, I was not a fan of the Bludgeon Brother character when it first started, but it instantly grew on me. And Mattel definitely perfectly captured the way it looks in the figures. Just fantastic. Anyways, before we take a look at the figures, take a look at the packaging first. Anyways, of course, he comes with his mallet, or his hammer, whatever you want to call it. Of course, interchangeable hands, and his robe. And of course, he has those stupid freaking tags that you had to use to get it out of the box. It's basically those tags that they use on clothing, you know, to attach a tag to a shirt or something like that. I hate it when Mattel uses those things because they're so difficult to cut those things out of there. And that's why I just use a pair of nail clippers or whatever. But still, they're still a pain in the butt to get the figure out of the box with those things in there. I've dealt with that like 5 times already. Of course, it includes interchangeable hands, which again, it should say includes interchangeable hands, mallet, and entrance robe. Here's got a picture of Harper right there. Harper right there. I'd say this figure is actually kind of heavy too, so usually I like to complain all the time. Hang on, I'll get into that later. Anyway, Series 66, Harper, and the back. His stats, you can pause right there if you want to read. His bio and career highlights, you can pause right there if you want to read. I actually almost forgot that he was NXT Tag Team Champion. Other figures in the set, we got Nikki Cross, Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, of course Rowan, and Harper. I already reviewed Kurt Angle and AJ Styles, so check those reviews out if you haven't seen them. Kevin Owens, I might get him, and the variant as well, I might get them. Rowan, I'm definitely getting Rowan. Now that I have Harper, I'm definitely going to get Rowan. Nikki Cross, I really want that Nikki Cross figure. I cannot find it anywhere. I really want that Nikki Cross figure. Anyways, as I mentioned like a minute ago, this figure is very heavy. Usually I like to complain about websites charging so much money to ship, ship figures to your house or whatever. This is a figure I wouldn't be surprised if it cost me like $6 to ship it somewhere, or for $6 for them to ship it to me or something like that. Because this figure does have a lot of weight to it. It does. Now, if you have this figure, you know what I'm talking about. It does have quite a bit of weight to it. Anyways, I cannot wait to get this figure open. So let's get him open. We'll be right back. Okay, so here we have Harper opened up and out of the packaging. I have to say, this figure is amazing. This figure is absolutely incredible. Mattel nailed it with this figure. They did. They absolutely nailed this figure. I thought Harper's first Elite figure from Elite Series 29 looked freaking awesome. But this figure, it blows the other Elite figures right out of the water. It does. It just blows the other Luke Harper figures out of the water. This figure is amazing. Anyways, let's take a look. Anyways, first up, he comes with interchangeable hands, these fists. Not too bad, I guess. And of course, he comes with his hammer or mallet, whatever you want to call it. Came a little warped, from the package, so I might dip it in some hot water or use a hair dryer or some of that and straighten it out. But the detail on this is awesome. Sorry, the birds are chirping in the background. He's got the Bludgeon Brothers logo. If it'll focus for me, there it goes. Got some type of lettering. I don't know what language that is. Nothing on the back. Very nicely detailed on the hammer too. Well, on the handle. It doesn't have any weight to it. And you can easily fit it in his hand and you can drape it over his shoulder. Now, on the back of the box, it shows him holding this in his left hand, but because of the sleeve on the jacket, you can't move his arm. I mean, you can move it a little bit, but you can't move it in this position like I have here. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to pose it this way. Now, this is definitely a case where I kind of wish this figure had double jointed elbows. That way he can actually drape it over his shoulder. Because for now, this is the best you can do, is basically what I have him with right here. Anyways, now one thing I have to say about this entrance robe, this thing stinks. This thing smells. Like, as soon as I took it out of the box, I was instantly hit with a very strong smell. It was the type of rubber that they use on this thing has a very strong smell. I was like, God, this thing stinks. But aside from that, this robe is awesome. The material is very flexible. And the detailing is phenomenal. So this is definitely a robe. I'm glad they did not make it cloth or whatever, because there's no way they would have been able to put this level of detail onto it. It's got the different colors all over. It's got the texture in there. It's got the logo on the back there. Very nicely detailed. Even on the hood, it's got the nice texture up there. Alright, let's take it off. Yeah, this is my first time taking it off, so hopefully I can do this right. There we go. There you go. Awesome, so it just comes right off. Alright, so here's Harper. This figure is awesome. It looks great. Head scan, excellent. Great likeness to Luke Harper. It looks really good. Detail in his outfit, great. The wrist tape over there. He's got the armband right there. And the pants. Whoops, let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. Excellent detail. Amazing. I'm just blown away by how excellent this figure is. This is definitely one of the best figures of the year. So I would have to say, if you are a fan of the Bludgeon Brothers character, or just a Luke Harper fan or whatever, or even just a WWE action figure collector, this is definitely a figure you need to have in your collection. Along with the along with the Rowan figure, which I don't have Rowan unfortunately, but just from the pictures, that figure looks phenomenal. I can't wait to get that. I cannot wait to get my hands on that figure. So this figure looks great. However, I don't know if it's just me, but I think his arms look a tad bit too small. I think they need to be just a tad bit bigger. But for what it is, it's still not too bad. It looks great. For comparison, here is his first ever Elite from Elite Series 29. What an evolution that was. Yeah, anybody remember this little gem? Yeah, from Elite Series 29 back in 2014. Not too bad. So I have to say, this one blows this one out of the water. This figure is still awesome. So if you like the Wyatt family from that era, then you definitely need to get this figure at some point. If you can get it for a good price, because I know this one can be a little bit pricey at times. Because people like to use this one for customs. But this one blows the other ones out of the water. Including the Elite 35, which the Elite 35 was pretty good, but I passed on that figure because I have Elite 29. So overall, this figure is fantastic. Like I said, my only real complaint with it is like I said, I wish that you could have been able to, you know, actually drape the hammer or mallet over his shoulder with the double jointed elbows. And of course, I wish the arms were a tad bit bigger. And of course, the smell of the robe. Like as soon as you take it out of the box, like as soon as you open the box, you get like an instant gush of that smell. It does. It's not that bad of a smell, but it is a very strong smell. So other than that, you know, aside from those few small complaints, this figure is fantastic. I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. Like I said, this figure is a must-have, one of the best figures of the year. If you can find it, pick it up. Do not pass on this. If you pass on this figure, there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry, but this figure is phenomenal. Like I said, pick it up if you see it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check out the description box below the video to links to my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, and my Instagram. Be sure to check those out. And you can message me anytime you want. We talk about wrestling figures, or whatever you want. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys. Bye.